Just like when you're working on a puzzle, there's one picture made up of many pieces that fit perfectly together. Our response to the gospel is made up of many pieces that come together to form the result of salvation, the beautiful result of salvation in our lives. 5 pieces. The first piece is recognizing your sin. In Romans 3:23, we're told, "For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God." In fact, that's the reason why God gave us His law, so that we could see that we've fallen short, so that we could see that we have sinned against God. We have a problem and we need rescue. The second piece is repenting of our sin. In Luke chapter 13 and verse 3, Jesus said, "But except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish." Now this is not a work, it's not penance, rather it is a change of heart and mind regarding our sin. A change in heart that we no longer want our sin, but instead we want to turn our attention and our focus toward Christ in our lives. The third piece is refusing self-effort. In Romans chapter 10 and verse number 3, the Bible tells us, "For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God." As long as we are going about to establish, to build our own righteousness, as long as we are trying to earn heaven on our own, it tells us that we have not submitted ourselves to the righteousness of God. We need to refuse self-effort. The fourth piece is relying on Jesus alone. Acts chapter 4 and verse 12 says, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved." Relying on Jesus alone. There is no one else. There is nothing else that can provide our salvation. We must trust in what Jesus did and His payment on the cross for us as the only thing that can save. The fifth piece is receiving Jesus. John chapter 1 verse 12 tells us, "But as many as received Him, to them gave He the power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on His name." The idea of receiving is, I need Christ's provision of salvation. I must have it. I welcome Him. I desire Him. I need Him. I receive Him. These are the 5 pieces that come together to form the proper response to the gospel. A response that, if we will exhibit in our life, God promises that He will grant us salvation and everlasting life. If you've never responded to the gospel in that way, can I invite you to turn to Jesus Christ for salvation today?